Caution lights have been turned down around Thunderhill Speedway. Braylon near your leader. Green is in the air. Here we go. Oakley Booth now trying to look to go to the outside to no avail, trying to get around to Ballard. Ballard shifts up a line, that opens up a door for Oakley Booth. Oakley Booth looking to get to the inside of Ballard. Coming out of turn number 4, Oakley Booth advances into 4th. Braylon near still your leader. Sawyer Struck running in 2nd place. Mason Lockburner running in 3rd, but here comes Oakley Booth in 16. Looking to get to the inside now of Lockburner. Does so successfully coming out of 4. Keep your eye on that number 16 of Oakley Booth. Advancing through the field. We got 2 to go. That time by white flag coming out right now for Braylon near your leader. Sawyer Struck running in 2nd, Oakley Booth in 3rd, Mason Lockburner in 4th, and Will Ballard rounding out your first 5 as he comes out of turn number 4. Braylon near, ladies and gentlemen. This event would not be possible without the help of our great marketing partners, Shackleton Tree Service, Accurate Construction, GRP Motorsports, Lewis Bjork, and Family Septic, Kielson's Plumbing, Doan Ltd, Snap-on Tools by Aaron Wold, Red Cedar Speedway, Conrad's Auto Salvage, Dick's Fresh Market, Residload's Old World Meats, TMS Tire and Auto, QualityFreightRate.com, Quality Auto Body, Fleet Farm, Liquid Nitro Energy Drink, Colt Taylor's Diesel Repair, Polish Enterprises, Timber Inn, Steve Rowan Enterprises, Coyote's Den Bar and Grill, Huffman Homes, TNT Construction, Kai's Chevy Town, State Farm Insurance, Goodrich Trailer Sales, Menomonee Flooring Center, Olson Funeral Home, J&K Concrete, Auto Value Bumper to Bumper, Hollywood Tan, A&M Fiberglass, and a host of others helping us out here all season long at Thunderhill, and we'd like to give a special thanks to MBTV Sports for broadcasting live here tonight and tomorrow for the 2024 Menards Outlaw Nationals. Lucas Pettit and Lane Baker leading the charge. Pettit in the number 4, Lane Baker in the 60, Coco Halpane out of Austin, Texas. In the number 25, Gavin Danielson out of Starbuck, Minnesota in the 64. Remington Kipka out of Foley, Minnesota in the 3R. Axel Ferenholz out of Minnesota City, Minnesota in the 20X. Brantley Lamb out of Denver, North Carolina in the 5B. And Marshall Fester out of Grove City, Minnesota in the 76F. Trouble over in turn number 4. They keep it going. That was the number 64 of it, Gavin Danielson going around, but everybody keeps it going. Rule state here at Thunderhill that if your wheels stop, you are charged with a caution regardless if you get hit or if you hit the wall or whatever the case may be. If your wheels stop, you're charged with a caution. Lane Baker, he's leading after 4 laps. Coming up on 5 laps, Lane Baker. 3 to go. This time by, that time by for Lane Baker. Brantley Lamb running in 2nd place. Marshall Fester running in 3rd. Marshall, over in turn 2, we got trouble between Marshall Fester in the 76 and Luke Pettit. I believe that was Lucas Pettit in, no, I stand corrected. That was a Remington Kipka. Also involved in that tangle over in turn number 2, so that brings up the caution. We got 6 in, 2 remaining. Lane Baker, Brantley Lamb, 1st and 2nd. Going back to green here as soon as the lineup gets organized and squared away with single file. Caution lights are off around the hill. Lane Baker leading the charge along with Brantley Lamb. Green is in the air. 2 more trips around Thunder Hill and heat number 2 in the R-Box division. White one coming out this time by for Lane Baker in 60. Coming out of turn number 3 through turn number 4, crossing the start-finish line, Lane Baker takes it. Coming back in second, the 5B of Brantley Lamb, and in third, the number 25 of Coco Halpern. Ladies and gentlemen, we're rolling out next round 1, heat number 3. On the pole, he races out of Superior in the 1T. That is going to be Tanner Johnson. And to the outside, this driver calls Wheeler home. In the number 23, that is going to be Harper Holupka. Piloting the number 97 out of Boyd, that is going to be Levi Haas. And to his outside, racing out of Owatonna, Minnesota, that is going to be the number 19 of Jake Demmel. Peyton Brockmiller coming home from Mooresville, North Carolina, in the number 12. He's going to start at the inside of row number 3. And to his outside, racing out of Indianola, Iowa, in the 6D, that is going to be Marshall Dawson. Racing out of Stanley in the 36 is going to be Henry Yunker. Yunker rolling off on the inside of row number 4. And starting to his outside, racing out of Des Moines, Iowa, in the number 22, that is going to be Carson Sanders. Green is in the air. Here we go. Henry Yunker. And I believe that's Peyton Brockmiller. Got hooked up over in turn number 2. No laps have been scored. We're going to get the field back lined up squared away. With a complete restart, being no laps have been scored. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Same time tomorrow night.
No, tomorrow's 6 o'clock start time.
Check that. I'm being told by our people that tomorrow night is a 6 p.m. start time. Complete restart, 2 by 2. Trying it again one more time. Tanner Johnson, your leader after 1. Giving chase to him is the number 97 of Levi Haas. Peyton Brockmiller running in 3rd. Henry Yunker in 4th. Carson Sanders rounding out your first 5. Sanders now looking to be challenged. Oh, trouble for Haas. Trying desperately to get back out onto the racing surface. Unsuccessfully. Caution comes out 2 and 6 remaining. Officially 1 in, 7 remaining. Tanner Johnson bringing the rest of the field up to green. Johnson being challenged to the outside by Peyton Brockmiller, your new leader on lap 2. Peyton Brockmiller. Tanner Johnson trying to battle back. Tanner Johnson working the inside. Peyton Brockmiller on the outside. They go wing to wing as they come into turn number 3. They tag a little bit in turn number 4. Brockmiller by a nose on lap 4, halfway home. Tanner Johnson now edges past, coming into turn number 2. Peyton Brockmiller finding some momentum he likes on the middle of the 2 top side as they head down the backstretch and onto the front straightaway. Brockmiller working that outside line. Tanner Johnson hugging the bottom now. Johnson trying to move his way up into the middle. And here comes Jacob Demmel, going to try and join the party as the laps wind down. We got 2 to go. That time by Peyton Brockmiller still out front. Jake Demmel working that middle to outside line, trying to get around Tanner Johnson. Demmel with a cross under to no avail. Tucks back in behind Johnson. White flag coming out this time by Peyton Brockmiller. He is out front. He's got a bit of an advantage now as they come into turn number 3. Coming through turn number 4, he's going to be greeted by the most wonderful sight in motorsports, the checkers flag. Checkers up and down, and how about that? Peyton Brockmiller, Tanner Johnson beat Jacob Demmel by 55/100ths of a second. So Jacob Demmel coming back in the 3rd, Tanner Johnson back in the 2nd, and your winner out of Mooresville, North Carolina, that is going to be Peyton Brockmiller. Round 2, heat 1, heat number 4 on the night. I'm lost. Junior Wing Division, 29 entries in total. Your leader after 1, Carter Beatty in the 7K. Right behind him, Kyla Beatty. And we got trouble over in turn number 4. That is the number 6 of Mason Fester. Sorry to make you walk so far. Carter Beatty in the 7K out front. Kylie Beatty in the 7B running in second. Chase DeMarco in third. DeMarco coming to us from Cornelius, North Carolina. Kylie Beatty out of Concord, North Carolina. Again, Carter Beatty out front out of Concord, North Carolina. Kylie Beatty also out of Concord, North Carolina, running in second. Chase DeMarco out of Cornelius, North Carolina in third. Dominic Weber coming to us from Dresser. Makes his way into third. Carter Beatty out front. Kylie Beatty running in second. Dominic Weber in the third. Chase DeMarco in fourth. Mike and Iverson in the 19X running in fifth. Drake Ballard in the 7Z running in sixth. Camden Gasper in the 50K running in seventh. In eighth, the 98 of Axel Haas. In at ninth, the 224 of Sawyer Struck, and that is your field. Round one, heat one in the junior wings. Checkers up and down, round one, heat one in the junior wings in the books. Round one, heat two for the junior wings. On the point coming to us from Austin, Texas in the 52 is going to be Ethan Halpane. To the outside, racing out of Randolph, Minnesota, and the number 14 is going to be Archer Hoffback. Jackson Jump going to start at the inside, road number 2 out of Wisconsin Dells in the number 19. Levi Ballard out of Grimes, Iowa, going to start at the outside, road number 2. Inside road number 3 is Ty Prock now come to us from River Falls in the 85T. Trevin Bush racing out of Rice Lake in the 611 going to start at the outside, road number 3. Joe Bargander coming to us from Marshfield in the number 10. We're going to roll up inside of row number 4. And to his outside out of Huntersville, North Carolina in the number 6 is going to be Jackson Darnell. Alan Byrne racing out of Trempealeau. The number 8 is going to fire off inside of row number 5. And starting to his outside in the number 31 racing out of Menomonee is going to be Grant Keller. Helping. Hoffback setting the pace as they come through 3 and 4. Halpane is up and down. Here we go. Ty Brock now got in some trouble, fell back. Your leader after one, Ethan Halpane. Archer Hoffback right on his tail. Levi Ballard in third, running in fourth. Grant Keller in 31. He goes around over in turn 4. That brings out the caution, so we're going to reset to the field behind your leader, Ethan Halpane, to win 6 remaining. Round 1, heat number 2 in the junior wing division. Halpane in 52, Hoffback in 14, and Ballard in 7. Your first 3 as we're back to green. Trying to look to the inside over in turn number 2 to get around to Halpane. To no avail. Hoffback managed to keep it going. That's Jackson Jump in the number 19. Going around over in turn number 2, so that's going to break out the caution. Again, unofficially 2 win. 6 remaining. We get the field stacked and racked. Behind Ethan Halpane and Archer Hoffback. Check that behind it. Ethan Halpane and Levi Ballard. Field is set and ready to go. Green is in the air. Ethan Halpane, your leader. Here comes Archer Hoffback. Hoffback look to go to the outside over the 1-2 corner. Let's see if he tries it again in 3 and 4. He hangs up back. Ethan Halpane going to be your leader after 3. Ballard got a little squirrely coming out of turn number 2. And We got trouble in the 3-4 corner. That's the 6'11" of Trevin Bush. And the number 19 of Jackson Jump. So those two got together, and that brings out another yellow, unofficially 3 in, 5 remaining.
Sounds great, beat sounds good. So we're not touching anything. No, we're not touching anything. This is the same settings I think we talked about on the way home. Something about like at 10 o'clock and just past noon.
Race control going to get the lineup. Back set up behind Ethan Halpane, Archer Hoffback, Levi Ballard in third, Jackson Darnell in fourth, Grant Keller in 31, he's in fifth. Alan Byrne in sixth, Ty Prochnow running in seventh, Trevin Bush in eighth. We're back to green. Archer Hoffback had a good start in number 14. He advances to the front runner spot. Ballard trying to get underneath Halpane. Ballard in the number 7. Halpane in the 52. Right behind them is Jackson Darnell. Darnell running in fourth. Grant Keller waiting in the wings in fifth. Trouble out of turn number 2. Ballard gets turned around over in turn number 2. And brings out the caution. Ty Prochnow also slid it to a stop over in turn number 2. So halfway home, 4 in, 4 remaining. Big money on the line for this class as well. Tomorrow night features for $1,000 to win. Due to time, checkers went up and down. Roughly 1 minute per lap. So coming back in third, the number 7 of Levi Ballard. Back in second, the number 52 of Ethan Halpane. And bring it back to win, ladies and gentlemen. It's Archer Hoffback. So with no laps being scored, it is a complete restart. So again, they're going to line up 2 by 2. Bentley Halupka, Ashton Ferenholz, row number 1. Carson George, Kalen Haas, row number 2. Kane Buss and Dylan Seibert, row number 3. Dax Housley, row number 4. Alex Slade and Jonathan Pettit, the 3rd, row number 5. Halupka out to a big lead over Kalen Haas. Halupka in the 99 and Kalen Haas in the 17. Alex Slade advances into 3rd and Seibert in 4th. Carson George rounding out your first 5. We got 3 in, 5 remaining. Trouble on JP3. Jonathan Pettit, the 3rd. He goes around over in turn number 2. Managed to keep it going. Halupka continuing to add to his lead. Last lap pass at 1.35 for second advantage over Kalen Haas. Adds a 10th. 1.414 second advantage. Trouble coming out of turn number 4. That was the 9E. In 3 to go. Halupka, Haas, Slade, Seibert, and George, your first 5. 3 more trips around Thunder Hill. Kalen Haas able to make a pass over Halupka in at 99. Your new leader is the number 17 of Kalen Haas. Halupka in at 99 falls victim to Alex Slade. Slade now advances into 2nd after Halupka led in the early stages of this one. We've got one to go this time by Kalen Haas. Alex Slade. Bentley Halupka, your first 3. And here comes Alex Slade. Last lap, last quarter pass coming out of turn number 4. Alex Slade grabs the win over Kalen Haas. Coming back in 2nd, coming back in 3rd is Bentley Halupka. First of 2 heat races in the Sportsman division, 8 laps. Derek Kremrine, 33 on the pole. Jake Johnson to his outside in 74. Steve Seaballs out of Rice Lake in the 191. Drew Alton in the 100 out of Menomonee. Trayton Valchek in the 55. And Jim Knight in the 67. One in Crumrye. Your leader in 33. Steve Seaballs giving chase. 3 wide for a second now. Again, a good battle taking place from 4th on back. Another good battle for the lead. Turn 4 pass. Steve Seaballs, your new leader in 191. Crumrye now going to try and answer back as they come into turn number 3. Seaballs going to leave him a lane. Sweeps up to the outside. Crumrye tries to capitalize on Seaballs. To no avail that time by. Here we go. Drag Grace down the back straightaway. Seaballs on the outside. Crumrye on the inside. They come into turn 3. They tag a little bit. Coming out of turn number 4. Crumrye and Seaballs move up the racing surface. And Crumrye back to your leader. Here comes Jack Johnson in 74, running in 3rd. Trouble. Seaballs got sideways over in turn number 4 and collected the number 74 of Jack Johnson. Drew Alton now in 2nd place. Trayton Valchek in 55, running in 3rd. Steve Seaballs trying to gain back the ground he lost after that mistake. Currently he is in 4th. Checkers up and down. Derek Crumrye has it. Drew Alton coming back in 2nd and Trayton Valchek in 3rd. Ladies and gentlemen, again, make some noise for Derek Crumrye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2nd and final heat for round 1 of the Sportsman Division. Ira Webb coming to us from Eau Claire in number 88. We'll start on the point to the outside. That's going to be Matt Valchek in the 555. Racing out of Hudson, Matt Trouch going to start at the inside of row number 2. In the 09 coming to us from Holman, and Kyle Beatty going to start at the outside in the number 21. Beatty coming to us from Concord, North Carolina. Cooper Heights going to round out the field in the number 57. Heights coming to us from La Crosse. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take 8 trips around Thunder Hill. Here we go. Three wide at the stripe. Kyle Beatty pushing the issue up on the outside. We got Matt Valchek on the inside, and Ira Webb in number 88 was in the middle, falls back. Ira falls back to 3rd. Kyle Beatty, your new leader after 2. Beatty again pushing the issue on the outside. Valchek trying to get up to him in 2nd. Going back a little bit, Dandy battle for 3rd between the 57 of Cooper Heights. Cooper Heights in 57. Matt Trouch in the 09. Ira Webb in the 88. Slicing and dicing, duking it out for 3rd. Kyle Beatty continuing to add to his lead. Last time across the start-finish line, he had a .489 second advantage. See if adds to that as the white one is out of that time by picks up 100th of a second, 0.531. It was the advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, as they come out of turn number 4, Kyle Beatty takes it. Matt Valchek comes back in 2nd, and Cooper Hines comes back in 3rd. ladies and gentlemen, in the 250 wing division. Round 1, heat 1. 18 carts have signed in to do battle on the point. This driver comes to us from Chico, California on the 30J. That is going to be Rylan Sharda. Starting to the outside, racing out of Mooresville, North Carolina, it's going to be Emily Dietrich in the 9E. Brody Tucker coming to us from Pella, Iowa. We'll start on the inside of row number 2. Riley Dawson out of Indianola, Iowa. We'll start to the outside. Brody Conkey racing out of Elk Mound. Start to the inside of row number 3. And Cameron Bowling will start to the outside. Bowling coming to us from Kirkwood, Illinois in 27. Race control telling these drivers to line up 2 by 2. Again, Rylan Sharda in the 30J going to start on the point to the outside. Emily Dietrich. Brody Tucker advances. Brody Tucker with a fantastic start, a fantastic first lap. You're the leader after 1. Brody Tucker in the 84. Rylan Sharda in second. He's got a tough challenger with Brody Conkey into the number 8. And we got trouble over in turn number 3. A little bit of smoke billowing out of Rylan Sharda's cart. So we're going to get the field back lined up, squared away, and we're going to get back to racing here just as soon as we possibly can at night number 1 of the MENARDS Outlaw Nationals.
Let me know how this looks right here now. Good. I'm going to stay on this car. Stay on the nose. Is that good? We're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Now I'm leaving it. We're on manual, so now I'm not touching it. Perfect. They had the lighting. We just switched the lighting, and it just went like kind of out of focus on it.
4 cars, 7-lap shootout. Brody Tucker leading the way. Brody Conkey right behind him. Tucker, Conkey, Riley Dawson running in third, Cameron Bowling in fourth. White one coming out that time by for Brody Tucker. Brody Conkey running in second. Riley Dawson in third. Cameron Bowling in fourth. Checkers up and down. Brody Tucker has it. All right, right, coming back in third, that was the number 6D of Riley Dawson. Back in second, the number 8 of Brody Conkey. And bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brody Tucker in 84.
I like leaving it at the end because when they come out of the
We'll just give these.
None of this would be possible here at the Menards Outlaw Nationals without our great marketing partners. Shackleton Tree Service, Accurate Construction, GRP Motorsports, Louis Bjork Septic Services, TL Sins Plumbing, Doan LTD, Snap-on Tools by Aaron Wold, Red Cedar Speedway, Conrad's Auto Salvage, Dick's Fresh Market, Residlo's Old World Meats, TMS Tire and Auto, QualityFreightRate.com, Quality Auto Body, Fleet Farm, Liquid Nitro Energy Drink, Kaler's Diesel Repair, Polish Enterprises, The Timber Inn, Steve Rowan Enterprises, Coyotes at Den Bar and Grill, Huffman Homes at TNT Construction, Kai's Chevy Town, Olson Funeral Home, Menomonee Flooring Center, Goodrich Trailer Sales, State Farm Insurance, Hollywood Tan, Auto Value Bumper to Bumper, J&K Concrete, and A&M Fiberglass, and a host of other sponsors helping us out here. Do business with those. We implore you to do business with those who advertise with us here at Thunder Hill.
Got it.
So when you have a break, give out door prizes. Here's your ticket. Tell them to report to Mary at the window. Okay.
Yeah, Mary at the ticket window.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gone. Jackson Helen now dropped into the 2.0. Owen Halpane giving chase to him in the number 5. Right behind them, running in third, that is the number 22 of Devin Hawk. Alex Yorger in the 81A. Tyler Patro in the number 1. Jackson Helen coming to us from Cadet. Owen Halpane racing out of Austin, Texas. In the second, Devin Hawk in the 22. Running in the third, he's out of Rice Lake. Alex Yoder coming to us from Pleasant Hill, Iowa. He is running in for Tyler Patro. Racing out of Eau Claire, he is in 5th. Checkers up and down, coming back in third. That was the number 22 of Devin Hawk. Back in second, the number 5 of Owen Halpane. And bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen. Racing out of Cadet in the 2.0, Jackson Helen. Third and final heat race for round number 1 for the 250 wing division. Starting on the point, coming to us from Denver, North Carolina. Sitting in the number 4, that is Tinley Donaldson. And to the outside, into the number 7, coming to us from Concord, North Carolina, is going to be Carter Beatty. The inside of row number 2, racing out of Menomonee, and the number 11 is going to be Brock Wilkins. Tyler Alton in the number 30 is going to start to the outside of row number 2. Chase DeMarco is going to fire off in 5th. Inside of row number 3, DeMarco out of Cornelius, North Carolina. And rounding out our field in 6th, piloting the number 32 out of Superior, that is going to be Brogan Benjamin. Donaldson, Beatty, they fire out of turn number 4 to lead the charge. Carter Beatty working the top side. Here comes Alton. Alton on the outside of Wilkins. Your leader after 1, Carter Beatty in 7. Brock Wilkins advances into 2nd. Tyler Alton in 3rd. He throws a monster slider coming out of turn number 4. It doesn't stick. Brock Wilkins hangs on to 2nd. Alton now going to try and work at the inside. He slides up on turn number 4. Wilkins able to hang on to 2nd. Carter Beatty, 0.7 of a second advantage over the rest of the field. Last lap. And the same time advantage he had 2 laps ago. He had in the last lap. White one coming out this time by Carter Beatty, Brock Wilkins, Tyler Alton, your first 3. Then it's Tinley Donaldson running in 4th. Chase DeMarco running in 5th. Brogan Benjamin in 6th. And that is how they cross the start-finish line on the lap that pays. Again, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in 3rd, the number 30 of Tyler Alton, back in 2nd, the number 11 of Brock Wilkins, and bringing back the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Carter Beatty. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Legends.Direct INEX Legends Taylor Mars. Out of Menomonee on the point in 28. Davey Pennell going to start to the outside. Number 86, Josiah Kashadi. Kashadi, 15 years old. Raced for 12 years, Josiah Kashadi. First race in a Legends car. Normally it's Jackson, but Jackson generously offered the car to Josiah for this event as Josiah's racing opportunity fell through this year. So that is the story why Jackson Kashadi is not in the 7 car and Josiah Kashadi is Josiah Kashadi in the 7. Ladies and gentlemen, unofficially 1 and 7 to go. Taylor Mars in the 28. Mars coming to us from Menomonee. Davey Pennell in the 86 out of Sparta. And again, that is Ramsey, Minnesota's Josiah Kashadi. First time in a Legend car for Josiah Kashadi. Warren Rapp. In that number 77, Bill Sleep out of Osseo in the 64. And it's a Levi Brewer out of Ridgeland in the 94. Mark Brewer in the 22, and Abby Boisel in the 29. Leading the first 3 laps in the number 28. Davey Pennell in 86 and giving chase, and Josiah Kashadi in the 3rd. Then it is Levi Brewer to the 94, going to work on the number 77 of Warren Rapp. Levi Brewer in 94. He's on the inside and Rapp is on the outside, but so far in this one, it has been all Taylor Mars. Taylor Mars in at 28. White one out, that time by for Taylor Mars in 28. Davey Pennell running in 2nd. Josiah Kashadi running in 3rd. Trouble onto the 22 of a Mark Brewer, but checkers up and down. Taylor Mars has it. Coming back in 3rd, that was Josiah Kashadi out of Ramsey, Minnesota. Back in 2nd, that was Davey Pennell out of Sparta, and bringing back the win from just down the road in Menomonee, Taylor Mars. Again, ladies and gentlemen, none of this would be possible without our great marketing partners. J&K Concrete, Auto Value Bumper to Bumper, Hollywood Tan, Goodrich Trailer Sales, State Farm Insurance, Menomonee Flooring Center, Olson Funeral Home, Coyote's Den, Huffman Homes, TNT Construction, Kai Chevy Town, Liquid Nitro Energy Drink, Kaler's Diesel Repair, Polish Enterprises, Timber Inn, Steve Roman Enterprises, Residlo's Old World Meats, TMS Tire and Auto, QualityFreightRate.com, Quality Auto Body, Fleet Farm, Doan LTD, Snap-on Tools by Aaron Wold, Red Cedar Speedway, Conrad's Auto Salvage, Dick's Fresh Market, Shackleton Tree Service, Accurate Construction, GRP Motorsports, Lewis Bjork, and Family Septic, TL Sense Plumbing, and A&M Fiberglass, all helping us out here. And again, ladies and gentlemen, those that advertise with us, we highly encourage you to do business with them and let them know why you are there, because you saw their advertisement here at Thunder Hill. Ladies and gentlemen, the Natural Touch Landscaping Micro Sprints has Jake Lewick out of Princeton, Minnesota in 42. Tyler Polofsky in the outside in the 323. Mason Hale in the number 28, racing out of Trumpelo. Brendan Newville in Clear Lake out of Clear Lake in 249. Jackson Peters in the 26P. Out of Waupun, Kirsten Koss out of Menomonee in the 5. Tim Christensen in 47. 21 entries spread across 3 heat races per round. Lap 3 of 8, Mason Hale, Tyler Polofsky, Jackson Peters, your first 3. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this class will also be competing for $1,000 to win tomorrow night. Mason Hale, your leader. Coming up on lap 7 of 8. White one is out. One more to go for Mason Hale, Tyler Polofsky. Jackson Peters, your first 3. Coming through turn 3 out of turn number 4. Mason Hale takes it. Tyler Polofsky comes back in second. Jackson Peters in third. Again, Jackson Peters coming back in third in the number 26. Tyler Polofsky in the 3-2-3. Your runner-up and bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen. It's the 28 of Mason Hale. Number 2 in the Natural Touch Landscaping Micros. Out on the track right now on the point, coming to us from Mona, Minnesota, is the number 19 Ellen Landry Singleton. And to the outside, racing on a Tremolo. That is the number 28X of Maddie Hale. Inside of row number 2, racing out of St. Cloud, Minnesota, is going to be Owen Hendricks in the 10. To the outside, your defending champion of this event. Outside of row number 4, there sits your defending champion of this event, racing out of Eau Claire in the number 88. That is going to be Caleb Moen. Inside of row number 3, rolling off in 5th, coming to us from Welcome, North Carolina in the 8W is going to be Jaden Wagner. And to the outside, racing out of Owatonna, Minnesota, that is going to be the number 9 of Ryan Franzen. Rounding out the field, picked up a feature win earlier this season. Racing out of a Superior, that is going to be the 71 of Jacob Anderson. Caleb Moen charging hard to the outside. He's famous for running that top line. Landry Singleton, his teammate, hugging the bottom line as they come out of turn 3 and 4. Your leader after 2 was Landry Singleton by 8 1/1000ths of a second. Trying to join the party is the number 9 of Ryan Franzen. Franzen running the same line as Caleb Moen. High side as they come out of the 1-2 corner, heading into turn 3 and 4. Franzen going to try and get in the mix. Caleb Moen that time by had a half of a second advantage over the second place competitor. That is Landry Singleton. Franzen trying to overtake that second place spot. Does so successfully on that last lap. Caleb Moen in 88. Ryan Franzen in the number 9, running in second. Jacob Anderson coming from 7th now up to 3rd. Jacob Anderson in 71. Landry Singleton working the bottom side. Jacob Anderson closes the door on Singleton, but bring it back to heat, and it's Caleb Moen. So coming back in 3rd after starting at the tail of the field in 7th. That was Jacob Anderson, and in 2nd, the number 9 of Ryan Franzen. Bring it back to heat win, ladies and gentlemen. It's your defending champion, Caleb Moen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, round 1, 3rd and final heat race in the Natural Touch Landscaping 600cc micro sprints. Out of Northfield, Minnesota, piloting the number 17. That is going to be Gavin Underdahl. He'll start on the pole into his outside, racing out of River Falls, and the C71 is going to be Carter Genzer. Starting to the inside of row number 2, racing out of Otter Creek, Wisconsin, piloting the number 23 is going to be Kelly Turner. And to the outside, out of Becker, Minnesota, in the 128 is going to be Marshall Willing. Keegan Koss out of Menomonee going to roll off in 5th inside row number 3 out of Menomonee, and Landon Davis racing out of New Richmond in the number 37 is going to roll off in 6th outside of row number 3. Mason Subert out of Welch, Minnesota, he is going to be all by himself back in row number 4, rolling off in 7th, piloting that number 99. Jensard in C71. Trying to run away and hard with this one. Working the top side, Gavin Underdahl. Finding the groove that he likes on the bottom. Landon Davis in 37, running in third on the same groove that Jensard in C71 is running out front. Jensard with a 1.145 second advantage over the rest of the field. Jensard Davis, Underdahl, your first three. Trouble for the number 7 of Keegan Koss. Makes an in-field move. Gets back to the tail of the field. Field is spread out. Carter Jensard in C71. Year leader. Landon Davis in 37 running in second. Gavin Underdahl in 17 running in third. Mason Schubert in fourth. Marshall Willie in the 128 in fifth. Kelly Turner in the 23 and sixth. Keegan Koss in the number 7 rounds out your field. And 8 laps in the books. Gavin Underdahl coming back in third to the number 17. In second, the number 37 of Landon Davison, ladies and gentlemen, bringing back the win. Racing out of River Falls, that is going to be Carter Jensard. Three. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break at this time and get your tickets out. Get your tickets out. We got 3 giveaways. So get your tickets out on the blue tickets. You want to go see Mary at the ticket window if you have the following numbers. 683-476, 683-476, 683-522, 683-522, and 683-494, 683-494. Again, if you have one of those numbers, 476, 522, or 494.
They're still on the air though, right?
Head to Mary at the ticket window. Mary at the ticket window. If you have a ticket number 683-476, 683-522, or 683-494.
when you've got to ship it from anywhere.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
My two passions in life is racing and selling good high-end meat. So my grandfather came here from Germany back in the late 20s. He decided to open his own shop in 1951. He had all the recipes, he had all the talent. His father was a meat guy. His father's father was a butcher. They weren't football players, basketball players. They were in the meat business. And that's our family. That's what we're good at. Old World Meats was derived from Frank's Meats. That was my grandfather's name. I know the quality of my beef is the best because I've purchased it directly from the ranchers that certified Angus beef. We know what our beef is continuously, and it's very consistent. So we're located up here in Duluth on beautiful Lake Superior, just a stone throw off of Highway 61. I've lived here my whole life, and it's where I wanted to raise my family. To be successful, you need to have a talent. And I knew I was going to be in the meat business. I can taste spices, I can pick out flavors, where they need to come in, where they need to stop. So knowing your strengths are important and knowing where you came from. We have a hot snack stick that's got actually 8 different spices of heat in that, and it layers the flavors in the heat. That's what makes the difference with our product. The most exciting part was becoming coast to coast with the Old World Meats snack sticks. My neighbor stopped me on the street and said, "Paul, I was just down in Georgia and this gas station had your product." It was one of the highlights of the year. I don't know of a state at this point that we haven't had product in. Being in business in a small town really puts things into perspective. It's the little things for me to be appreciated and respected. So this whole operation here, it doesn't have to be the biggest, but it needs to have passion. And today, I'm changing lives of people that work with me. My guys are learning lifelong skills and values. That's the good stuff. Let's make the world a better place. Let's have a good time at it.
Freight is the backbone of the country, and as long as people need goods, they're going to need somebody to get it to them. My name is Matt Bohl with QualityFreightRate.com, powered by T-Force Worldwide. We provide LTL, truckload, and expedited freight services across this country. If your freight weighs over 120 pounds going over 120 miles, that's where my shipping rates kick in. We help companies ship easier for less. With our system, our customers are able to quote and book shipments with ease 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you're having trouble with damages, lost freight, claims of any sort, we can help you with our experience, solve the problem, tell you why it's happening and what you should do to prevent it in the future. Me and my team have been together for over 20 years. We know this industry. We can help all size business, big or small. We love them all, but we have a special spot for small business. Small businesses are pillars in the community. Low rates are critical for a small business because the margins are generally pretty small. They need to have competitive rates. They can't be getting gouged or they lose the sale. Freight is simple. People make it difficult. We work as consultants in the industry, so it doesn't matter what your problem is, we'll solve it. We educate the customers, we solve problems, and we lower their shipping rates. And that's what I've been doing for 20 plus years.
Auto Value Parts Stores has the parts you need for your car, truck, boat, or RV. With 8 locations in the Finger Lakes, including Canandaigua, Auto Value can help you find the parts you need, like motor oil for that do-it-yourself oil change, electrical wiring and lighting for your trailer. We even make customer-specific hydraulic hoses. Auto Value stocks everything that racer in your family needs. Let us help you locate your part or search online at autovalue.com.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to racing. This is round number 2.
You ready to hit record?
Heat race number 1.
2, 3, go.
Lineup inverted from round 1. So Kanan Bowling out of Kirkwood, Illinois, going to start on the pole in at number 3 to the outside, racing out of Cameron. And the number 70 is going to be Owen Tarvis. Cash Stanberry racing out of Sturgeon, Missouri, inside row number 2 and to the outside. Out of Madrid, Iowa, and the 7W is going to be Willard Ballard. Nathan Gunderson going to start on the inside of row number 3. Gunderson coming to us from Chautauqua to the outside. That's going to be Oakley Booth. Booth out of Colfax in 16. Mason Lockburner going to fire off on the inside of row number 4. Lockburner coming to us from Bruce in the number 20 and to the outside of Atalissa, Iowa. In the 224 is going to be Sawyer Struck and Braylon Neer. Rounding up the field, he'll be by himself. Back in row number 5. Braylon Neer in the 15, coming to us from Grimes, Iowa. So again, ladies and gentlemen, it is Bowling and Tarvis, row number 1, Stanberry, Ballard, row number 2, Gunderson, and Booth, row 3, Lockburner, Struck, row 4, Neer, row 5. Field is stacked and racked 2 by 2. Bowling, Tarvis, row number 1. Green coming to us right now. Here we go. Will Ballard jumping out to a lead. He overtook the front runner spot from Owen Tarvis and Cash Stanberry. Here comes the 224 of Sawyer Struck. Battling it out for third. Year leader after 1. Will Ballard in the 7. Owen Tarvis right there, running in second place. Sawyer Struck in third. Tarvis doing all he can behind the wheel of that number 70 to try and catch up to Will Ballard in the 7W. With 3 and 5 remaining for Will Ballard. Trouble over in turn number 2. Sawyer Struck and Owen Tarvis, they get together over in turn number 2. So that's going to bring up the caution. We got 3 and 5 remaining. Your leader, Will Ballard, out of Madrid, Iowa, in the 7W out front. Ballard bringing the field back up to green. He's ahead of Stanberry and Oakley Booth. Here we go. 5 more laps. Owen Tarvis in 70 trying to crack into the top 5 over the number 20 of Mason Lockburner. Does so successfully as they come out of turn number 4. 5 in, 3 remaining. Another battle happening for third between the number 16 of Oakley Booth and the 15 of Braylon Neer. Neer able to put some distance between himself and Oakley Booth. Your first 3 of Ballard, Stanberry, and Neer. White flag coming out this time by one more trip around Thunder Hill, and this heat race in the R-Box division here at the Menards Outlaw Nationals will be complete. Checkers up and down. Will Ballard has it. Cash Stanberry coming back in third. Braylon Neer back in second. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for heat number 1 winner in round number 2, Will Ballard. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is heat number 2 in the R-Box division. Mitchell Fester coming to us from Grove City, Minnesota, and the number 76 is going to start on the point and to his outside. Racing out of Denver, North Carolina in the 5B. That's going to be Brantley Lamb. Axel Ferenholz out of Minnesota City, Minnesota. The number 20X is going to fire off in the inside of row number 2. And to his outside, racing out of Foley, Minnesota, that is going to be Remington Kipka. Gavin Danielson coming to us from Starbuck, Minnesota. The number 64 is going to start at the inside of row number 3 and racing out of Austin, Texas. That is going to be Coco Halpane. Fired off in 6. And the number 25, that is Lane Baker out of Boyd in 70. And Lucas Pettit in the number 4 out of Winona. After 1, your leader, Brantley Lamb. Lamb, Fester, Coco Halpane, Gavin Danielson, and Halpane duking it out there for a minute. In 3 to go. Brantley Lamb with a 1.856 second advantage over Marshall Fester. Coco Halpane in third. White one coming out that time by Brantley Lamb with a straightaway advantage over Marshall Fester. Good battle for third between the number 25 of Coco Halpane. Checkers up and down. Brantley Lamb has it. Marshall Fester coming back in second. Coco Halpane after a good white flag lap battle comes back in third over the 64 of Gavin Danielson. Third and final heat for round number 2 in the R-Box division. Carson Sanders racing out of Des Moines, Iowa. Going to start on the point in number 22. To his outside, racing out of Stanley in the number 36 is going to be Henry Junker. Inside of row number 3, coming to us from Indianola, Iowa in the 6D. That is going to be Marshall Dawson. And to his outside, racing out of Mooresville, North Carolina, in the number 12. That is going to be Peyton Brockmiller. Jacob Demmel going to start at the inside of row number 3, racing out of Owatonna, Minnesota in the number 19. Then it's going to be Levi Haas to the outside, number 97. 7 out of Boyd. Harper Halupka and Tanner Johnson making up row number 4. Green is in the air, we're gone. Henry Junker and Carson Sanders duking it out for that 1-2 position. Henry Junker currently has it. Sanders giving chase. And look out, here comes that Jacob Demmel with a good move coming out of turn number 4 to get into that second place spot. Nose to tail, first, second, and third. And here comes Demmel one more time, trying to get underneath the 36 of Junker. Carson Sanders made it 3 wide there for just a second. New leader, Jacob Demmel in 19. Here comes Carson Sanders one more time. Another lead change halfway home, 4 in, 4 remaining. Henry Junker and Carson Sanders, they got together over in turn number 2. So that's going to bring out the yellow. We're going to get this field stacked and racked here in just a second. 4 in, 4 remaining, round number 2, heat race number 3 for the R-Box division here at the Menards Outlaw Nationals.
This is heat race 3. This is 3.
So Jacob Demmel scored as your leader. Tanner Johnson started in 8th, now up to 2nd. Demmel, Johnson, Dawson, your first 3. White flag out that time by Jacob Demmel. Tanner Johnson, Marshall Dawson, your first 3. 4th on back, it's anybody's race as they come to the start-finish line. Checkers in the air. Marshall Dawson comes back in 3rd. Tanner Johnson back in 2nd. And heat number 3 and round number 2 in the R-Box division in the books with Jacob Demmel claiming the win. Number 1 for the second round in the junior wing division. Dominic Weber going to be on the point. Weber coming to us from Dresser. In the 26 to his outside, racing out of Ankeny, Iowa. In the 7, that is going to be Drake Ballard. Mike and Iverson coming to us from Galesville, Wisconsin, to the number 19. He's going to roll off inside of row number 2 and to his outside. Out of Atalissa, Iowa, on the 224 is going to be Sawyer Struck. Mason Fester out of Grove City, Minnesota, in the 6F is going to start to the inside of row number 3. And Kylie Beatty out of Concord, North Carolina, in the 7B, rolling off in 6. And that is Chase DeMarco, Carter Beatty, Axel Haas, and Camden Gasper. That is your field. Beatty. Dominic Weber hanging on to his lead. Got a hard charging Drake Ballard right behind him. Ballard all over the back bumper of the number 26 of Dominic Weber. Kylie Beatty in third. Weber able to get some real estate between himself and Ballard as they cross the start-finish line here on lap 6. 2 to go. That time by for Dominic Weber in 26. White flag. That time by Weber, Ballard, Beatty, your first three. Checkers up and down. Dominic Weber has it. Kylie Beatty coming back in third in the 7B, coming back in second in the 7Z. That is Drake Ballard bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen. On a dresser in the number 26, Dominic Weber. Round 2 in the junior wing division. Heat race at number 2. Grant Keller going to start on the point. In the 31, Alan Byrne in the 8 going to be to his outside. Inside row number 2 out of Huntersville, North Carolina. He's going to be Jackson Darnell. And to the outside, racing out of Marshfield, that's going to be Joe Bargander in the 10. Trevin Bush out of Rice Lake in the 6-11 going to start on the inside of row number 3. And to the outside of row number 3, that is going to be Ty Prochnow. Levi Ballard firing off the inside of row number 4 to Grimes, Iowa in the 7. And to his outside, that is going to be a Jackson Jump in 19. Randolph, Minnesota's Archer Hoffback going to start on the inside of row number 5. And to his outside, that is going to be Ethan Halpane in 52.
You're just gonna like put it back in your pocket or go down there and say something stupid about that. No, you're not. But that's fine.
Well, you know what? These are filters on. So the filter that's behind there, put it off. No, go all the way down.
Keller and Byrne setting the pace as they come to turn 3 out of turn number 4. Green is in the air. Here we go. Grant Keller going to try and run away and hide it with this one. Ballard and Byrne, they got together out of turn number 2 and do so again. Coming out of turn 3, going into turn number 4. Byrne able to keep it going. We stay green. Jackson Darnell running in second, trying to hunt down that number 31 of Grant Keller. Currently on lap number 2. Jackson Jump in third. Jackson Darnell running in second. Grant Keller, your leader. Trouble over in turn number 4. The number 6 of Jackson Darnell goes around. Caution lights do blink back on. Lap 3 of 8. Grant Keller, your leader. So we're going to get the lineup sorted out. We'll get back to green here just as soon as we possibly can. Here at the 2024 Menards Outlaw Nationals, night number 1. I'd like to thank our marketing partners here at Thunderhill throughout the 2024 campaign. Shackleton Tree Service, Accurate Construction, GRP Motorsports, Lewis Bjork Septic Service, TL Sins Plumbing, Doan LTD, Snap-on Tools by Aaron Wald, Red Cedar Speedway, Conrad's Auto Salvage, Dick's Fresh Market, Residlo's Old World Meats, TMS Tire and Auto, QualityFreightRate.com, Quality Auto Body, Fleet Farm, Liquid Nitro, Kohler's Diesel Repair, Polish Enterprises, Timber Inn Bar and Grill, Steve Rowan Enterprises, Kai's Chevy Town, TNT Construction, Huffman Homes, Coyote's Den, Olson Funeral Home, Menomonee Flooring, Goodrich Trailer Sales, State Farm Insurance, Hollywood Tan, Auto Value, JK Concrete, and A&M Fiberglass, all helping us out here all season long. As we're back to green, Grant Keller, your leader in 31. Archer Hoffbag going around over in turn number 4, able to get it back going, but race control rules a safety issue, so caution lights do bubble on again. Lap 5 of 8, where we are at. Grant Keller, your leader in 31.
When you've got to ship it from anywhere to anywhere,
QualityFreightRate.com.
the LTL Freight Logistics Specialist for your small business.
QualityFreightRate.com.
We simplify shipping, eliminate those surprise charges, and negotiate the best rates from most LTL qualified carriers.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Special residential and liftgate rates available for automotive and ag implements.
QualityFreightRate.com.
Use the promo code ICE and get 10% off your first shipment. Startup is so easy. Get a quote and ship today. QualityFreightRate.com.
Levi Ballard rounding out your first 5. Trouble on the 31 of Keller. Keller goes around coming out of turn number 4, so that brings out the caution again, lap 5 of 8. So we are going to have a new leader. Jackson jump in 29 or 19. Your new leader over the 52 of Ethan Halpane. Levi Ballard in 5th and 4th. 3 wide battle for the lead. Halpane. Here comes Jackson Darnell, your new leader, lap 6. 1.5 more trips around Thunderhill for Darnell in 6th. Ethan Halpane giving chase a white one coming out that time by as they come through turn number 3 out of turn number 4. Checkers up and down. Jackson Darnell grabs the win. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coming back in third, that was the number 7 of Levi Ballard. Back in second, the number 52 of Ethan Halpane. And bringing back the win, Jackson Darnell. Ladies and gentlemen, third and final heat race in the junior wing division here at night number 1 for the Menards Outlaw Nationals. Jonathan Bennett, the third out of Monona, Minnesota, going to fire off on the point. Alex Slade to his outside. In 16, Dax Housley out of Runnels, Iowa, in 79, going to fire off inside row number 2. And Dylan Seibert out of Chippewa Falls into the 1S on the outside of row number 2. Kane Buss out of Boyceville in the number 88 in the inside row number 3. Kalen Haas going to start to the outside of row number 3 in 17. Carson George coming to us from Altoona, Iowa in the 4C, going to fire off on the inside of row number 4. And to the outside is going to be the number 21 of Ashton Ferenholz. And Bentley Holupka rounding out your field. We're back. We're going green flag racing this time by. JP3, Jonathan Bennett the third, your leader. Alex Slade and him get together over in turn number 2. So caution comes out one more time. JP3 going to lead the charge. Emily Dietrich in second, unofficially. Race control may be seeing an issue with the lineup. It appears as though they have, and are trying to get it corrected. Ashton Ferenholz joins the rest of the party as they get set in at turn number 1. One in, 7 to go. We're back to green. Bentley Holupka in at 99, started at the tail of the field, now made his way up to third. Good battle for the lead. Dax Housley in 79 slips on the inside of Jonathan Pettit the third. Pettit going to answer back wing to wing at the start-finish line. Your leader that time by 66/100ths of a second. That was Dax Housley, and JP3 gets entangled with a tire over in turn number 2. Tire rolls out on the racing surface, so that brings this field back down to caution speeds. 3 and 5 remaining.
Kevco has been an industry leader in high-performance oil pans and components for over 35 years. Made in Fairmont, Minnesota, Kevco prides itself on being American-made. Kevco has expanded our product line way beyond just oil pans to valve covers, breather systems, jack stands, boilers, wheel sockets, and much, much more. Check out KevcoRacing.com to see everything we have to offer, including our line of street, off-road, and performance oil pans and accessories. Or call 800-770-3557 to talk with our friendly customer service today.
on Altura in the 67 to the start of the point. To the south side, racing out of Rock Falls in the 55 is going to be Belcheck. Inside room number 2 coming to us from the Menomonee in the number 100 is going to be Drew Alton. And to his outside, racing out of Race Lake, that is going to be Steve Seawalls. Jake Johnson. Let's say the inside of room number 3. Johnson coming to us from Altoona in the 74 and Derek Rumride.
Oh, you gotta know he's
Well start in the 6th. Check. Road number 1, green, up and down we go. Running battle for the lead, Drew Alton out front. Steve Seawalls in second, Big Belcheck in third, front line. Seawalls with the road to 100 over, Drew Alton side by side, coming up to number 4, Alton next. Making his lead by 82 hundredths of a second, 191 Steve Seawalls advances to the front runner's spot. Coming out of turn number 2, your leader on the black river, Steve Seawalls. And second, you ride that third to be a Derek Rumride. Rumride trying to get to the inside of the 100 of Alton. Rumride advances into second now, has his high set of it. 191 of Steve Seawalls.
There you go.
Rumride making another move onto the inside. He won the first round of heat races. Doing his best to try and get another round. Steve Seawalls going to try and spoil that as they go side by side coming into turn number 3. Seawalls on the inside. Rumride on the outside. Rumride with a crossover and grabs it. Coming back in third, that was Jake Johnson in 74. Coming back in second, that was Steve Seawalls. Bringing back the win, Derek Rumride. Second and final heat race in the Sportsman division of night number 1 for the Menards Outlaw National. Cooper Heights on the point. Heights coming to us from La Crosse in 57. And Kyle Beatty going to start to his outside in 21. Beatty out of Concord, North Carolina. Matt Trouch out of Holman, Wisconsin in the 09 inside of row number 2. Matt Velchek to the outside in 5.55. Ira Webb in row number 3. 8 trips around Thunder Hill. Here we go. Year leader after 1, Kyle Beatty in the 21. Cooper Heights in second at the stripe last time by. Matt Velchek in third. Velchek working that inside line over the 57 of Cooper Heights. Velchek secures second. This one's been all Kyle Beatty coming to us from Concord, North Carolina. Last lap had a 5/10 of a second advantage over Matt Velchek, about the same. Coming up on lap 5 right about now. Beatty, Velchek, Cooper Hines, Matt Crouch, Ira Webb. White flag. One more lap down Thunder Hill. Kyle Beatty. Matt Velchek doing everything he can to try and hunt him down. And look at the battle for the third. Cooper Hines gets in the third. Checkers up and down. Kyle Beatty has it. Matt Velchek in the second. And Cooper Hines in the third. First of 3 heat races in the 250 wing division. Cameron Bowling out of Kirkwood, Illinois, going to start on the point, and to his outside, racing out of Elk Mound in the number 8. That's going to be Brody Conkey. Riley Dawson on the inside of row number 2 out of Indianola, Iowa. In the 16, Brody Tucker out of Pella, Iowa. In the 84, Emily Dietrich out of Mooresville, North Carolina, going to start at the inside of row number 3. In the 9E, Rylan Shara out of Chico, California, in the 30J will round out your field. First of 3 heat races in the 125 250 wing division. Brody Tucker Brody Tucker, your pole sitter. Brody Conkey with a great start as they came on a turn number 2. He advances into that front runner spot. Riley Dawson was in second place. Riley Dawson and Brody Tucker duking it out for second, as this one has been all Brody Conkey. Brody Conkey, your leader. Brody Conkey out of Elk Mound. In the front runner spot, trying to run away and hide with this one. Brody Tucker running in second. Riley Dawson in the 6D, running in the third. Cameron Bowling in fourth. White flag that time by Brody Conkey with a 1.281 second advantage at the stripe over the number 84, Brody Tucker, who's in the second. Riley Brown in the third. Check that, Riley Dawson in the third. That is how they will stay. Coming back in third, the number 6D of Riley Dawson. Back in second, the 84 team, Brody Tucker, bringing back the win. From just down the road in Elk Mound, it's Brody Conkey. second of 3 heat races, round 2 for the 250 winglet division.
Hello, hello.
It's working, but it's not working.
Coming to us from Pleasant Hill, Iowa in the 81. That is going to be Alex Yorger. Devin Hawk racing on Rice Lake into the outside. Tyler Patro going to start to the inside of row number 2. Then it's going to be Owen Halpane, Jackson Helen, Caden Reamer. Devin Hawk now going to try and run away in hard with this one. He's your leader after lap number 1. Alex Yorger in second. Owen Halpane running in the third. Jackson Helen in fourth. Tyler Patro rounds out your first 5. Hawk, Yorger, Halpane, Helen, and Patro. Caden Reamer battle for 5th. Caden Reamer and Tyler Patro. Caden Reamer in the 9. Able to get his cart fired back up. Four remaining in the leaders. Devin Hawk in the 22. Alex Yorger running in second. Owen Halpin in third. Jackson Helen in the 2.0 in fourth. Tyler Patro rounding out your field. 4 to go. White flag out that time by for Devin Hawk in 22. 9/10 of a second advantage over the 81 of Alex Yorger. Owen Halpin running in third. Checkers up and down. That is how they will stay. Coming back in third. Owen Halpin in the number 5. Back in second. Alex Yorger bringing back the win. He's out of Rice Lake. It's Devin Hawk. Third and final heat race for the 250 winglet division. Brogan Benjamin going to start at the point. In number 32 out of Superior to his outside. That is going to be Chase DeMarco out of Cornelius at North Carolina in the 9. Tyler Elton going to fire off at the inside of row number 2 in the number 30 to his outside. In the number 11 is going to be Brock Wilkins out of Menomonee. Row number 3 is going to be Carter Beatty out of Concord, North Carolina. In the number 7 and Tinley Donaldson out of Denver, North Carolina in the number 4. Chase DeMarco and Brock Wilkins going to work right away, separating themselves from the rest of the field. They have Carter Beatty giving them a chase. Carter Beatty running in third, Chase DeMarco in second. Brock Wilkins with just over a second advantage over the rest of the field, coming up on halfway, 4 in, 4 remaining. For Menomonee's Brock Wilkins. White flag was out that time by Wilkins. Barring mechanical issues, should have this one in the books. Chase DeMarco and Carter Beatty duked it out for second and third. That's how they are going to finish. So again, coming back in third, that was the number 7 of Carter Beatty back in second. The number 9 of Chase DeMarco, and bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen, out of Menomonee. Give it up for Brock Wilkins. Ladies and gentlemen, up next is the Legends.Direct INEX Legends. Levi Brewer coming to us from Ridgeland, going to start at the point 94 to the outside, racing out of Dorchester. In the number 29 is going to be Abby Blazel. Martin Brewer out of Colfax in the 22G will fire off in the inside of row number 2. And to his outside, racing out of Kelowna, Iowa, in the 77R is going to be Warren Rock. Bill Sleep racing out of Osseo in the number 64 will start in the inside of row number 3. And to his outside, racing out of Ramsey, Minnesota, that is going to be Josiah Kashani. Davey Pennell going to start at the inside of row number 4. Pennell coming to us from Sparta in the number 86, Taylor Mars. Going to round out the field in 28. Caution lights turned off. Green is in the air. We're going with the Legends.Direct INEX Legends. Levi Brewer jumping out front. Abby Blazel hanging on to second. On a Blazel's inside. That is the number 22 of Martin Brewer. Brewer overtakes a Blazel. Battling for that second spot. 3 wide. Battle for third, fourth. Josiah Kashani. Davey Pennell. Josiah Kashani almost made it 4 wide, coming through 3 and 4. Levi Brewer, your leader. Keep your eye on that number 28 of Taylor Mars. Mars working the inside now, but underneath the 86 of Davey Pennell. Mark Brewer in 4th, Abby Blazel in 5th. Josiah Kashani working the same top line as the number 86 of Davey Pennell. This one has been all Levi Brewer in 94. Taylor Mars working the bottom line, trying to get underneath the number 94 of Levi Brewer at the stripe. That was Taylor Mars by just over 1/10 of a second. Mars gets in the front runner spot on the right lap. Checkers up and down. Mars has it. Davey Pennell comes back in 3rd in the 86 and 94 of Levi Brewer comes back in 2nd, bringing back the win. He's out of Menomonee. Make some noise for Taylor Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, this is round 2, heat 1 of 3 for the Natural Touch Landscaping 600cc micro sprints. You'll see these racers compete for $1,000 to win here tomorrow night at the Menards Outlaw Nationals. Tim Christensen on the point in 47, and to his outside, that is going to be Kirsten Koss in 5. Inside of row number 2 is the number 26 of Jackson Peters, and to the outside is going to be the 249 of Brendan Newville. Mason Hale going to roll off on the inside of row number 3. In the number 28, Tyler Polofsky going to be to the outside, and Jake Luark back in 7th in the number 42. First of 3 heat races here in round number 2 for the Natural Touch Landscaping 600cc micro sprint screen is there. Good battle for the lead with Tim Christensen and Kirsten Koss. And a melee behind them for 3rd through 7th. At this point, it is still anybody's race with 3 and 5 remaining. Kirsten Koss got to the front runner spot last lap. Did so again over the 47 of Tim Christensen. Jackson Peters, best seat in the house, running in 3rd. Kirsten Koss, running the top side. Tim Christensen shifts up to the middle. That opened up the door for the number 26 of Jackson Peters. Kirsten Koss now is a challenger for that front runner spot again. Number 26 of Jackson Peters. Peters made the right move at the right time. He's got one more set of corners. Does Kirsten Koss have enough? Coming through 3 out of 4. Jackson Peters has it. Coming back in 3rd, that was the number 47 of Tim Christensen. In 2nd, the number 5 of Kirsten Koss. And bringing back the win, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jackson Peters. ladies and gentlemen. Second of 3 heat races here in round number 2 for the Natural Touch Landscaping 600cc micro sprints. On the point, out of Superior, that is the number 71 of Jacob Anderson, and to the outside, the number 9 of Ryan Franzen. Inside of number 2, that is going to be the 8W of Jaden Wagner. To the outside, will be the 88 of Caleb Moen. Owen Hendrickson to start to the inside of row number 3. Then it's going to be Mason Hale. In the 28 to the outside, Landry Singleton. Jacob Anderson, your leader after one. Franzen through a slider. Your leader now after 2, Jaden Wagner in the 8W. Anderson, another slider to the bottom side of the racetrack. Anderson holding off a couple of hard chargers of Jaden Wagner and Ryan Franzen. Anderson working the bottom line of the Speedway. Anderson, Wagner, Franzen, Caleb Moen, Landry Singleton, Owen Hendricks, Matty Hale. That is your running orders. We come to the white flag. This time by Jacob Anderson and Ryan Franzen, 1 and 2. Checkers up and down. Jacob Anderson has it. Coming back in third, that was the 8W of Jaden Wagner. Back in second, that was the 9 of Ryan Franzen, bringing back the win. Make some noise for Jacob Anderson. Final race of the night, and night number 1 of the Menards Outlaw Nationals in the books. Mason Suber going to be on the point in 99. To the outside is going to be the 37 of Landon Davis. Keegan Koss going to start to the inside of row number 2. Marshall Willie going to start to the outside. Kelly Turner going to fire off inside of row number 3 in 23. Then it's going to be Carter Jensford and Gavin Underdahl. Mason Subert, your leader after 1. Landon Davis in 37 in second. Trouble on the Keegan Koss entry. Koss pulling into the infield, so Koss's heat race is going to come to a close. Landon Davis now out front in 37. Carter Jensford in C71 trying to give a chase to the number 99 of Mason Subert. Right on the bottom side of the Speedway, Landon Davis, he's pushing the issue on the top side. Coming up on lap 5. And we have trouble over in turn number 2. That was the number 23 of Kelly Turner. Turner went around over in turn number 2, so that's slowed this field back down to caution speeds. Behind your leader, Landon Davis in 37. We got 4 to go. Subert, Jensrud, Willig, and Cross. That was Mason Subert in the 99. Went around over in turn number 2. Caution comes out one more time. Unofficially, you're on lap 5 of 8. For your Natural Touch Landscaping 600cc micro sprints here at night number 1 for the Menards Outlaw Nationals. C71 are running in second. That black 99 of Mason Subert, that's lots of those. Made his way back into third. Went coming out this time by Landon Davis. Carter and Jensrud in the second. Checkers up and down. Landon Davis has it. Coming back in third, that was the number 99 of Mason Subert. Back in second, the C71 of Carter Jensrud. And bringing back the heat win. Final race of the night, that is Landon Davis.
Want to send her off?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out this evening. A reminder, we start tomorrow night at 6 p.m. On behalf of the production team of MBTV Sports, all of our marketing partners here this evening, and on behalf of Menards, thank you so much for joining us here at night number 1 for the Menards Outlaw Nationals. We'll see you tomorrow night. Races start at 6 p.m. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. My name is Ben Brost. Good night, everybody.